You were given your first motorcycle when you were 4 years old.
3.5.
I got bad news for you. No, I'm kidding. Your birth certificate is wrong. You were 4. I want this to be a recurring...
I love how you're rewriting my book.
I want this to be a recurring thing where every time Josh corrects me, I got bad news for you.
And by the way, you get mad and you shoot back.
Yeah. Okay, 3.5 and you get a motorcycle?
3.5. An Indian.
Why are you still here?
Indian 20. An Indian 12. Indian 20. I was 3.5, and then 2 weeks later, I had him take off the training wheels. As you see in my face and all those
sanctioned
pictures.
This?
My dad. My dad, who doesn't ride motorcycles anymore and was never very good. He fell at one point and really fucked up his ankle. But I rode my whole life. I raced dirt bikes. I got my 80s, and that's where I was spoiled. My dad always got me a motorcycle. Mm-hmm. So I had probably 5 different motorcycles growing up.
And you've done some crazy rides like through New Zealand?
Well, then when I was 19, then I got into the kind of Harley thing. And then from 19 on, so however many years that is, 19 to 56.
Right.
And I ride with a group of guys now, and we go 1,200 mile pulls, and we go to chopper shows and stuff like that. I have a 1937 Knucklehead, 1968 Shovelhead, 1956 Panhead, 1947 Knucklehead.
Can I ask a very nerdy, which is, what about maintenance on those?
We're breaking down because we're vintage motorcycles.
Yes.
That's so you have to ride with people who can fix them. I'm not good. Like, admittedly not good. I wish I was better. But I ride Steven. There's several people that we ride with that, you'll see a transmission on a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like I have full transmission. And we'll fix it on the
secretly ride. I love vintage motorcycles. I don't own one, but I love them. And whenever I get a chance, I try to ride a vintage motorcycle. Yeah. And we were shooting something in Thailand, and there was a chance for me, this was last year, and we wanted one shot of me riding through this jungle area, and you come out with a nice drone shot, and they found this absolutely gorgeous vintage, I think it was a BMW. I could be incorrect about that, but it was like from the early 50s, and it was just this bike that you could drool over. I couldn't wait to get on it. I get on it, and my first feeling as I'm riding is, this is fucking terrible. Meaning the ride.
Oh, no, I know what you mean.
And also, if you don't keep the throttle just right, it's gonna conk out.
Oh yeah,
a guy kept having to come out and kick it and take it apart and put it back together again. And
in order for you just to ride 50 feet, for
just
the
literally
shot.
for 50 feet for the shot, and we ended up getting the shot, and it looks amazing. Yeah, but I kept thinking, this is why I.
No, I mean, there's
I like an automatic transmission. Not an
like
automatic,
when you see Hell's Angels or Mongols now, and they're all on nice bikes. They're all on new bikes. I mean, there's guys, true motorcyclists that I know that have super nice bikes that look at us and say, I could never do what you do because it's too exposing. It's just, I mean, also, you break down. There's no front brake. There's sometimes not a back brake. If you're
going to throw an anchor. You have to throw an anchor. Well, in 100 yards, I'm coming for a stop.
Grab me!